Hey, it's Risa G coming in from her uncluttered grill area on her new deck. And I thought that for Tool Tuesday this time that I would discuss grilling or barbecue tools and barbecue grills and what I like and whatever. Now my tools are a few years old, but I know that you can get basic sets that are very similar at Costco, at Walmart. Everybody has them at different price points. So I thought I would just go over basics of grilling and or of the grills. And for me, it's charcoal. Hereditarily, that's the way I roll. My father loved charcoal. I love charcoal. Love the scent of it, the taste of it. So that's how I roll. But if you like gas, most of these things would also work with gas grills. Okay, so 2 years ago, I bought this Weber Gold grill. Now, the reason why I bought it is because it has a part where that you can lift up and you can add extra coals or extra smoked chips if you run out, if you're doing a long cooking thing such as a brisket or something large. That was one reason. And also because the lid has a thermometer, which my other one, my older, smaller Weber did not have. Very important when smoking because you want to do it low and slow. Okay. Now, of course, for charcoal grill, you got to start the coals. I do not believe in lighting fluid. I think it smells horrible and it's dangerous. It's putting chemicals into your food and into the air. Horrible. So I fill the bottom of my chimney with some newspaper or flyers or whatever. I wet it with a little bit of some kind of cooking spray, and then I light it with one of these things. Doesn't matter what brand, just something that can start the fire. I put it around a few times, wait 20 minutes. The coals are nice and they're ready. They're gray and smoky and white. You want them to be somewhat white. And then you spill it into the bottom. Okay, you put on your top and you start grilling. Okay, very important is the chimney and the lighter. Okay. Also, of course, you don't want your hands to get burned, so some good grilling gloves. Now, these were for men, but that's all I could find at the time. This was a couple of years ago, and I've sort of broken them in for my hands, and so they're fine. But I use that mainly just when dumping the coals or when starting the coals. Also, I bought this set at Costco a few years ago. It was a fork, some tongs, a good spatula, and it came with a grilling brush to clean the grill, but that one got all funky. A few weeks ago, I tried to wash it in the dishwasher and it wouldn't get clean, so I bought a new one. This thing cost me $5 at Lowe's. It'll do just fine for getting inside in the grids of the grill and getting it clean. But it's very important to have a long spatula with a long handle. That way when you go to pick up your burgers or your steaks, that you don't burn your hand, especially if you're not wearing those. All right, so very important, long handled with a long piece. They make a lot of them with very short ones that are sort of like pancake turners. Those are bad because you'll drop your food into the grates, into the coals. It's not good. All right, so there's that. I use a fork only for steaks and only to really just into the tip of it at the edge and then to turn it over because you don't want to make holes in it and lose those juices. I also use this mainly for hot dogs because I don't care if I lose a few juices from a hot dog, but I do from a good steak because steaks can be so costly. But I mainly use this I mainly use tongs for steaks. And I use this for burgers. This is for steaks and chops. This is for burgers. And then a good basting brush. I like silicone because this one comes apart and goes right in the dishwasher. But even ones that have just a solid piece are fine. But I like them for mopping the actual barbecue food, the sauces, and also put sauces on. At the end of cooking, do not put barbecue sauce on in the beginning. It will burn. Most barbecue sauces are high in sugar and they will burn. So they will burn your food and it won't taste good. So always baste at the end of cooking. The last 5 minutes or so, turn it over, baste again. You know, turn a couple times just so that the coals and the sauce fuse and it's good. All right, but anyway, a good brush. And then of course something to clean the grill with, very important. This side is for the to get in between the grates, and this is just to get the initial stuff off the top, and it works very well. I've already tested it out. These are extra things that you could, if you want. All right, if you just want to do basic charcoal, then just get your basic charcoals. Everybody has their favorite brands, but these are pellets, and they add a little more flavor for barbecue. And they're all different brands, but I like the Jack Daniel's brand because I like the whiskey flavor. And of course, just get these cheap little tin things. I use them over and over and over again. Sometimes I puncture holes in them just so that the smoke will come through if I put smoke chips in it. Or I'll use it for indirect heat, for putting under the meat so it doesn't smoke, so the juices and the fat don't go into the coals. So that the fat doesn't go into the coals and start a fire. So you can be used either way, for smoke chips or for indirect cooking, where you put the coals on one side, you put your meats on the hot side just to get it nice and brown and whatever, and then you put it to the side without the coals. This is where you put this so that it takes the dripping. So those are the basic tools and the basic parts to the grill, the necessities for summer, early fall cooking, especially in this household. I hope it was helpful, and there'll be another Tool Tuesday in 2 weeks. Until then, like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell. And thanks for coming onto my grill. Thanks for coming on to my deck. Bye.